on the ground while there's another war brewing in the judgment town. Yeah. You can't run, cause them go hunt you down. Don't let them find you in the lost and found. But me so ready though, me not go hide when they can't go to red, you know. Time go matter cause the deal done settled up. Worry, but still me not give it up, you hear me now. We're living in a crucial time, yeah. And looking for a way forward. How long we are going forward? Oh, humanity rise up. The fear and the mockery. Roll with pockets and come roll with the fallacy. Tell them they can't get a drop on me. I know we break them monopoly. Humanity rise up. Cause life is with fallacy. Them still in need, you don't wanna breathe. I know you see it. Tell me you see it. You must believe it. You never know. We share our love through one another for a reason. We do it, there is a pattern and a season. What it could take to free the minds of the people. And equal shares at the table. Don't mind the trade, you know. You walk for miles, keep them out well fed, you know. Open your eyes to the mountains swelling up. The people are enough. You know we now give it up. You hear me now. We living in a critical time. I saw you only through the grapevine, yeah. This earth is our birthright. So we gon' fight, humanity rise up. Cause I am not your property. Soul full of gold and no price for your vanity. Sanity, I know we activate the family. Times why we blessed with the energy. Humanity rise up. Cause love is the remedy. Shine every soul want to live free. I know you feel it. Tell me you feel it. Truth I'm gonna reveal it. You hear me now? Well, can you hear me now? Well, do you hear me now?
Hear me now.
Do you hear me now? Yeah.
To take the bridle from your mouth and the mouth of your eyes. Not the left to run the road, but a curdle your eyes. It's a serious time, them with them devious minds. Let me wipe out mankind, look up buttons and signs. Come together and the weather, say we ready for the battle. Educate to elevate, break the mental shackle. Object and recheck, cause man I know sheep, no cattle. Silence all the reason, make the truth to rebel, yeah. We never gonna compromise. Show warriors we ain't got. We put in all the whole out. Humanity rise up. Cause we stand up the victory. We tell you that the one is on the
Humanity rise up.
say that they think that we say that we want it for the living.
We wanna live.
We wanna live.
Yeah. We wanna live. We got to live up. Say we got to live up.
Gotta live on, yeah.
You got to live up. We got to live up. Live up. Live up now.
Get feast of this year, that's a fact. Whether or not get a lease of this year, it's been a long time coming. Now listen to me. All you rappers see my girl is only this shit, yeah. Y'all better step up your rhymes. On 116, I'm taking all of your shine and making it mine. Freestyle, I'm making it dime. You wonder who I'm? Name Zeus, pleasure is mine. Never a rhyme, that's dope. You put up a wine. This is the time. Pure skill, this will be fine. Whoa. Giddy numbers a thing, that's my mother tongue. Look, I'ma talk on one thing. I don't give a fuck. You think we're talking white king? I throw a little English shit so they hear me go king. What I've already told you, Skara, so I sing it. So when you hear this track, Skahara, so let's sing it.
Hey, how are you?
G120 or 16s old, make the truck on G120. G120, don't care about your P120. Always TV presenter on the scheme120. Did y'all fuck with you with D120? What do you want to look down with P120? Don't punch like that. G120. Nah, that ain't fun. Tell us D120. Spit those up and boost the bump. Right on spot, shit, the shit, spit the love. Screaming gangsta, gangsta, on your kicks, oops, sorry, like I'm gonna. You're losing like this, not let it might be. Your ninjas might be made in China just to practice Tai Chi. A big boy, heavy rapper, never take me lightly. Resemble a young Ali when I jump a man. Your flows money, son, so says gentleman. Props to the veterans, yo, run to the rookies. I win a Heisman Trophy, touchdown and rookie. Looky, you crumble like a cookie. Gamble with your life and I'm the mad rookie. Thinking that you ready for fingers, get you injured. Busy thinking all the ninja. Go tell the boss my mama and top. Spit fire on the beat, but it's all I ain't.
From the onset, change is constant, but I stop time even with one moment. No less, I fight with no rest, feelings deep, we can measure the progress. I ain't never promised no stress, but even going to survive, baby, say yes. I know I did no worries, promise the world this, that, and the third. I let my actions speak now, you hung up first, so I press the read down. Hello, let's continue the combo, let our souls intertwine tight like a combo, grow strong. I don't wanna move on for the rest of our lives to the day that you're gone. And if I leave Earth first, I'll pray God's hands with your heart when it hurts.
and nobility, standing in salute to generations of mothers and fathers, honoring great-great-great-grandmother Elizabeth, mother of Georgiana, mother of Harriet, mother of Beatrice, mother of Pansy, my mother, honorable historian, and the key to our Jamaican ancestry. Honoring great-grandfather William, father of Albert, father of Brett, my father, who named me. I come from the Rock, Jamaica, where nations united to establish home. My ancestors may have given me an ancestral name, but I know myself now as Elsa Yvonne Robinson. I am the rooted shadow dancer, twirling in pounding waves, finding my path on glistening black sand, listening as the waters suck itself into the depths.
I greet you with rain from deep within the sands of the Kalahari Desert, home of the Okavango Delta and the Big Five, a diamond in the rough, emerging. Dumela.
A memory of Kutume Molefe Morales and Ramadi Meja, Rifoke Tite, Mangwale Moazila. Tapia, as her praise name suggests, is the first child to Ndani Mangwale, daughter of Ramadi Meja, Mulogadi, Mapidi Po. The weight you carry of my name on your tongue is a gift from my father's mother, Mpowe Ellen Moran. I honor her and continue her legacy. Home is on the parted lands of the Kisiskan Chiwansipi, among the consuming Lepelle, who has fetched her name before she was forgotten. Between the swift Blue Bull River and lounging elbow rivers of Mohinstis. I am here, digging for those before and cementing us into the future. A chorus of ancestors, totem animals, melodies of places that are accompanied by ululation.
Mwana mpo welentani.
Mpo emohale.
Tau. Ripilele.
A sweet cocoa pod and a hibiscus flower blooms. The sound of the waves of the turquoise waters mix with the rhythms of the steel pan. My name is Sherelle George, great-granddaughter to a Nelson and Fafita Regis, granddaughter to Maisie and Joseph Sembry, daughter of Marjorie George. My name is Sherelle George, great-granddaughter to Mateus and Catherine Bob, granddaughter of Rita and Norris George, daughter of Cecil T. George. Amidst the Caribbean's embrace, palm trees dance in the breeze like poetry. I am serenaded by their dance and their sounds. In every step that I take, I can feel the spirit of my ancestors. Their rebellion echoes through me, where freedom and joy burst out in a symphony of colors and sounds. My roots come from a creative force of nature, an untamed beauty called Trinidad and Tobago.
A resounding cry heard on a Thursday. Though a record of the time is history in the darkness untold by my father, Samuel Ni Amakwe, and my mother, Eunice Akwele Agbenyefia. The midnight comes with an awakening, a sudden rebirthing, a sign of history, forcefully reminding us of the moment water broke forth. The ancestors to whom I replaced, singing sweet melodies of my departure. For the ancestors know that a new path has been charted for a new generation of blood and of waters, carrying the face of my grandfather, Pastor Joseph Amatekwe, and the tenderness of indespised of my grandmother, Susanna Anyamakwe, the leper tamer. Anyama, the woman who strung waist beads around me the afternoon my womanhood began. The one who gifted me her cloth for the soaking of my first blood. Acholi Abigail na amele owelewa shasha saplayo kwe. Your dean fairfell, yachrekye. Each name is an archive. Daughter with oily looking skin, cocoa velvety, born on the midnight of a Thursday when the ancestors sat to sip palm wine in perforated gourds, while chanting mysteries too sacred for mortals to drink with their ears. I come from the land where the black star gallantly rests between red, gold, green. The Gold Coast, Osagyefo Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana. I come to these sacred lands, seeking to drink the knowledge unknown to them who stole the lands, but known to the owners of the land whose blood still seeks justice.
This body is a river of becoming, stretching across time and space. I name myself anew and watch as new life pours into the room. I witness a spirit so ancient that I name it mine. I am Timim, the start of a new cycle. An afro unfettered, expanding evermore into a starless night. A Yeyesgat Basad spilling across shoulders, a handful of cowrie shells tossed against a prairie sky, ancestor of my ancestor. I am a story born of a Miskuchi Waskaigan, Treaty 6 territory in Métis Nation Region 4. Born of the horn making home on the land where the river runs. The ancestral lands of the Cree, Blackfoot, Métis, Dene, and Nakota Sioux. A land stolen from a people whose memory dates back before. A people the land knows is kin.
The ancestral lands of the Nehia, Netsitapi, Métis,
Dene, and Nakota Sioux. Land stolen from a people
whose memory dates back before. A people the land knows is kin.
Why did you come to Canada?
You're pretty for a black girl.
That stuff doesn't happen in Canada.
Can I touch your hair? Go back to where you came from.
You don't wash your hair every day?
You all look the same. I can't tell you apart.
Why does your food smell like that?
Why do they call me black? I'm brown.
Do you tan?
Look, I'm almost as dark as you.
Where did you learn to speak such good English?
But it's just a word. Why can't I say it?
That was so long ago. Get over it.
representation for our erasure. This blackness is not a call to a crime scene. This blackness is tired of carrying the label of the invisible, visible minority, equity-deserving group. This blackness is a script they have read and have an interpretation that our black cannot recognize. Interpretation they assign no longer inflict wounds. The skin is a representation of those ancestral voices hallowing in the place where freedom to breathe is not guided nor guarded. Have we not walked in the valley of the shadow of death, with arms open, seeking who might devour us? Is death not constantly walking with us to sleep, to the store, to the street, to everywhere breath exists? This blackness is not a call to a funeral where voices to sing dirges and the hands and minds to write odes abound. This blackness knows liberation of the soul, and the undoing of this liberation is our utter erasure. A nation that souls liberated through death will gasp in pain. This blackness is the gateway to the land where our people are surviving at the cost of our existence. This blackness is an assemblage of those whose fighting continues to be legitimate for a doing. This blackness is an appellation of the features and the fixtures that belong to the other side of the river, that always belong to the other side of the river. Still and calm. This blackness is a commemoration of the survival that is surviving, that will continue to survive.
My great-grandparents, both sets of my maternal great-grandparents, were part of what is known as the Black Migration of 1910, which was a group of approximately 1,500 African Americans who came to the prairies, specifically Alberta and Saskatchewan, at what they thought was the invitation of the Canadian government that was at that time looking for people to clear the land and create more space for homesteaders. The Canadian government was not looking for Black people, was not expecting us at the border, and so the response that we received when we got here was not what we were expecting, because many of the people who came were religious people who thought of their lives in the context of biblical stories, and so they often spoke of the promised land and felt that there must be a promised land somewhere in the world and that this must be it. They left where they were, mostly Oklahoma, but some other southern states as well, because they were experiencing terrorism that was harmful to every aspect of their well-beings, including their life, just survival. They lost the right to vote, and they lost their rights to own property and all kinds of things that many people in Canada and the US have come to think of as pretty basic rights. And many people don't consider how many don't have access to that same menu of expectations of what their lives will be. So they escaped really dangerous circumstances, came up here, and immediately found that there was a pushback against us. The government initiated an order in council saying that they wanted to stop Black migration into Canada, and this was done at the request of multiple boards of trade, different civic organizations, newspaper articles. There was quite an outcry against our presence. So an order in council was drawn up by the then Prime Minister, Wilfrid Laurier. It was never enacted into law because it didn't have to be. Instead, the government came up with other strategies to stop the migration. And so we ended up being here in those numbers that were supposed to be the first wave. There was an expectation that others would come and that there would be continued waves of that migration. That was halted. And people created 5 small Black communities that tried to resist the pushback that they found against us. People carried on with their aspirations and their support of each other and building institutions, both physically, like little churches and schools, and also building community with one another. There were 4 small communities in Alberta. The best known of those and the most northerly was Amber Valley, Alberta, but there was also Campsie, another community near what is now Barrhead, but at that time was Keystone, and the other was, that is now Breton, sorry, yeah, a community that is now Breton, but was at that time Keystone, and then another one near Barrhead. And in Saskatchewan, there was one community that was created. It's kind of known as the Eldon District. It's near Maidstone. So those were the 5 communities that people created and built lives here, and many, many, many thousands of the descendants of those people are still here.
But you have been here, all around me,
waiting. A waiting that must be fulfilled, because action awaits. The sit-ins, the chanting, the wailing, the echoing of voices in strange places. Dedicated to allegiance to what must become our common song.
I always thought I was alone.
What do I call the voices that I hear when mine is tired? Because even in the valleys where shadows resemble those that I might name as the celebrated long departed, I still hear the voices.
No, this is not madness. These are the voices of the long departed. The memory of the continued call to the living to keep thriving. And then there are these voices surrounding me like a mother's lilies surround her to sing her praises. We are here, sucking our teeth at the very common experiences.
Oh, it happened to you too?
We have said these words too many times, with our eyes begging to be kept in their sockets.
We are here.
Our bodies rise on inhalation and stand firm on exhalation.
I am safe where I am.
I am alive.
I am loved.
The land, a eulogy. Ancestry spilling across a carcass. Rivers of concrete poured over bones, almost graves, once homes remade in the image of greed and bloodshed. On one sun-swept Sunday afternoon, on a border imagined amongst the prairie's yellow, I witnessed lineage pour across a hill. A line of men, one before the other, mallets rising and falling in harmony. Memory moving through them. A fence sprouting alongside stalks of wheat as the pieces of a farm steeped in history were sold off. A dance marking the edges of a land the people still name the Jordan. And what was taken is taken again. Gentrifiers call back the earth in parcels, ask her to forget. The bellowing of palms as they came face to face with the edges of prairie yellow. The work of cracked skin, the hands that soften rock, asked the rain to come when the crop was ready. Before red clay earth and ancestry shook us from her back and called on prairie yellow to hold us. And the prairie dances in remembrance, calls back the balm of blackness, finding beauty in everything. The audacity of a body that keeps breathing. The magic of black elders gifting us their stories long before they leave. And the yellow surrounds. Countless blooms reaching for themselves, seeking return, as a highway umbilical cord births itself between fields of memory.
We call them our place ancestors, traveling from home through the new world to end up in the last best West.
approach cashing out the notes. Sees a girl who still struggles with equity. Welcome. Come on in. Come in. Welcome. Come in. How black should I be? This blackness is a consciousness that requires constant questioning.
Am I black enough?
Oh, wow.
Is she our teacher?
I think she's our teacher.
Our teacher?
She's our teacher.
Are you sure?
I think I'm 100% positive.
Ma'am, are you our teacher?
Yes.
Our teacher?
I am the teacher. I'm here all year this year.
Not a sound? Not a sound?
No, not a sound.
Can you believe it?
No. Have a seat. Okay. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Ms. Robinson.
Good morning, Miss Robinson.
Thank you so much. Yes. So, we're starting off with a challenge.
Okay.
Each of you has to introduce yourself using 4 lines in a rhyme.
Okay.
All right? Think about it. Okay, who's gonna go first?
I'm gonna go first.
Do you know what a line is?
Wow.
Play me a beat, I'll show you what a rhyme is.
Debbie.
My name is a poet. M for poet. P for poet. Poet. Nike. Told you.
Oh, good, very good, She could see everything.
Wow.
You would have sworn the way that my mommy was able to control every single unruly curl. You would have sworn she was a magician.
Wow. My mommy can never do that.
That's because your mama's magic is in the cooking. What's for lunch today?
Jalal!
Sorry, Sheree. Your mommy, yes.
Sorry.
As I was saying, my mommy was a magician, but my mommy was also quick with her tongue.
Oh, that's where you get it from.
What's that supposed to mean? Anyways, when my mommy was doing my hair, she was giving me some waist-length braids. I felt beautiful. She told me I was beautiful. Mom, the kids at school, they always make fun of me and they want to know how my hair grew so long overnight. You know what my mommy said?
What she said?
My mom said, Sherelle, tell him I put Miracle Grow in it. So you know, the next day when I was facing that school, walking through that hallway, my braids were moving left to right. A teacher stopped me in my tracks. Sherelle, oh my gosh, your hair is so long. How did it grow so fast overnight? You know what I told her?
What you tell her?
My mommy put Miracle Grow in it. Okay.
Sorry, Miss Robinson. Sorry, Miss
Focusing. You should be on page 56 by now.
Page what?
Focus. Focus.
Sorry, Miss Robinson.
Okay.
I told her to fix a wig on my head. She began to cornrow. I felt the needle stringing the thread to secure the bundles of hair on my head. Mama, I promise you, I did not tell her to braid my scalp. I just wanted to feel pretty. The girl next door said if I covered my kinky hair, the boys would look at me differently. Mama! Mama! It hurts! Mama, I can't sleep. The spinning of the fan is spinning with my head. Mama! Mama! No, don't remove this. I used my last savings to get this hair done. I couldn't endure it. Mama! Mama! She said that I should smear skin success on this body. The tone will lighten up. Mama, do I blend in the darkness? Mama, tell me the truth. Mama! It hurts! Mama, I can't take it anymore. Mama, she said, only my teeth shows when I laugh. Once my teeth remains in the case of my mouth, no one sees me. Mama, she said, beauty is pain. I can endure this pain. Mama! I can't breathe. Mama, I only want this beauty to take away the boy's breath. Mama! My head is breaking. Mama! I can see blood. Mama, I can't take it anymore. Mama, take it down. Mama, she said I scored 10 out of 10, but my skin is not nice.
Child of wind, daughter of immigrants, ululating revolution birthed from the space between lips, pouring life through story. When the sun has set on a long and restless day, ask of the night sky, giving glad tidings to the strangers. bearing witness to the alchemy of our creation. How those planted across oceans weave the strands of new life from gossamer webs, mark the waters and the soil with blood memory. Ask of the cosmos casting sacred hues on skin, how we afro blue in the moonlight, how we disappear in the daylight. Even in the silence we are erased. In the space between the endless movement of the drum, a whole life cycle takes place. Before palm and calf skin, a universe, contained from one beat to the next, reminding us that the child is still a hum within.
I wonder, have you ever noticed how beautiful you are? Did anybody ever comment on the roundness of your eyes? How their bright whites shimmer in the sun? Or how the deep brown of your pupils stills time? I just wonder, have you ever noticed the natural curl of your lashes when they reach up to the sky to reveal laughter from your eyes, or down your chin when the pain threatens to reveal the tears that fall?
Has anybody ever told you about your pearly teeth that break open through the thick curve of your lips? Or how your laughter bubbles from deep within your belly to fill in the cold rooms that you too often find yourself in, looking for a face like yours?
Has anybody ever told you about how your neck carries your head so high? Squaring your shoulders for yet another day in those cold rooms? While your hips sway to a song only you know?
Has anybody ever complimented your skin? The smooth honey tones that look like amaretto, and the velvety chocolatey brown hues, and all the shades in between. I just wonder if you have ever noticed how beautiful you are.
You are dearer to me than all the stars. So many wish but never reach. 'Cause when I'm falling and all the world seems dark, you help me find my peace. In the still of the night, I lay listening to you breathe. People search for heaven all their lives. How lucky am I? Heaven's breathing next to me.
Oshuni bami bami shani. Oshuni bami bami. Oshuni bami bami shani. Arunita, yeah 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 yeah. The sea has no answer now for the depth of this feeling. I will love you in the heat of the morning and the cool of the night. How blessed am I to know you like this. When you touch me, I feel free. People search for heaven all their lives. How lucky am I? Heaven's breathing next to me. Oh, shoot me down, me shiny. Oh, shoot me down, oh, shoot me down, me shiny. Oh, me down, yeah, We got roots in high places, got roots in outer space. We got roots in high places, got roots in outer space. Circle the crescent, kiss your teeth, wrap your head known to let the broken comb sing her praises, so I can begin again each morning as if in ritual. I've learned to beat my hair into submission, for the interview, the classroom, for all the times I need to code switch my way into the white of a stranger's room. I know Hoya's favorite love language is a labor of twist and braid, the rhythm of the unsung strand, how a Milky Way spiral learns to keep time with its own reversal. Repetition is the first way my hair taught me love. For what is love if not a willingness to begin again, a willingness to return? Repetition is the first way my hair taught me patience. The first to take my hands in quiet submission and ask them to slow, if even for a moment, so I could lose myself in the fervorous loud. 30 minutes into the braid out and again in the takedown, a revival when it becomes time to begin again. So take this poem as love letter.
a careful coil. Your hair exists in defense of the water herself, has learned to begin again, an endless dance, rooted in the knowledge that when threatened with drowning, even the trees have learned to grow.
Home is Trinidad and Tobago, and I left Trinidad with an invitation from one of my Tanti. We used to call her Tanti Elaine. So she asked me to come to Canada to stay with her to further my trade, which is electrical. Well, when I first came to Edmonton, there was nothing for the West Indian community. I look around and see nothing to the West Indian community, so I started a steel band, which is Trinidad culture. And after that, what I did, I introduced Carnival, which is throughout the Caribbean. So I introduced it Carnival and Sunday morning soccer, so I can bring a sort of Trinidad culture to the city of Edmonton. And that's what I did, and that's what's going on at present. It's called Carry West. It was started with the association called Western Carnival Development Association, and from that's the association that run the carnival, and because it's in the West, we call it Carry for Caribbean, and West for the western part of Canada, so we call it Carry West. And Western Carnival Development Association, because we're in the West and it's a carnival, we call it Western Carnival Development Association. Well, what I learned, not what I learned, because when I get to Edmonton, I wanted to get my master's, so I worked very hard for my master's to be a master electrician. And also what I did, I noticed that there was not much Caribbean food in Edmonton, so I opened a West Indian food store to sell West Indian food to the West Indian people so they could feel at home also. Oh, that wasn't bad, because from the time they were born, well, what I did, I tried to introduce the Caribbean culture in all my kids. I make sure that they got the pan, the carnival. They started from before they can walk. They was into it. So that's got them into it right now, and that's what they're doing at present. What I realized that Edmonton was very, 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 very cold. But before I went to Edmonton, I was living in Fort McMurray. I came straight from Toronto into Fort McMurray, and I was working for Syncrude, and it was like 60 below zero. I couldn't understand that, but it was very, very cold. And so I moved a little more south, which is Edmonton, to see if I can feel a little warmer, but it was the same thing. The things that I will hold there is the carnival that is in Edmonton right now. And why I remember some years ago, this some news people was asking a lady about another lady, a young woman, young girl, what she think about the Carry West Festival, and she is a born Canadian and with Caribbean parentage. I don't know what part of the Caribbean her parents was from, but the thing that stick with me since I heard that, she said that if there's one thing she's happy with is that she got some of
her family, mother and father culture, which was the Kairos, and she said she hoped it will never stop. And I hope so it will never stop, because my kids and my friends and all the people who I trained from small, Anna, all of them, Roxanne, Diane, all of them, into it now. They're the president and vice president. When I started the carnival, they were just kids. They were just little kids, and now they're running the whole show. Even my daughter is in it, programming shows and doing everything. So I'm proud. I'm very proud and happy that they can carry the culture forward, and hopefully that their kids can take it and we'll have it forever and ever. Amen.
Kisses tenderness, kisses lip to lip, in appreciation of hearts in sync. This blackness is our collective power to chant victory. Alas, we have found victory in what they call the last best West. This blackness is me. This blackness is you. This blackness is us.
So what does blackness look like in practice? Survival. How we hold on to the softness despite the weathering, how we hold on to our humanity. Because being held is a source of our resilience. The source of our life force is a refusal to die. Our very existence, the answered prayers of our ancestors. We, the creators of better futures for the coming generations, we who know that these kind vessels are only temporary, not a bottomless pit of energy. We that hold on to our humanity with the knowledge that aspirations to whiteness will be our undoing. That we are called to find a way between the cracks by laughing big and laughing loud, holding fast to the magic and the mystery of our being. A refusal to die. A refusal to die. A refusal to die.